Oh, Get It Girl is about to get it on right now with this topic. So get this. The social network called FetLife describes itself as a Facebook for the kinky community. Now, there are many adult social networks out there, so I started to wonder if this could actually be the future of sex education, especially because they're coming out of schools. Where are we going to find this stuff? You know? But is it a bit too dirty? What do you guys think? Did you check it out?
I did check it out.
For like 5 minutes.
I checked it out, and I think at first, you know, it's something that's there for pure titillation. Oh, look, there's the word titty and titillation. And, you know, I thought that maybe it's, just for that, for like the, you know, people who are excited and want to get there and see naked people. It was more pornographic, I thought, than educational. But I think that I don't see it as much as as educational. I understand why people would go there to try and share something that they went through, like a Yahoo thing, you know? Like, oh, this happened to me. What do you think?
Like
and
then
it happens to someone else.
That's the thing. I mean, how many people out there, I mean, you guys at home, how many of you have found a spot or a bump or a hair or something that you were worried about, and you went online and you Googled, what is this thing? And it scared the heck out of you.
WebMD.
Every time.
Right?
Brain cancer. Every single time.
Whether it's an STD, whether it's a question about your own sexuality, with all the non-binary and different gender specificities nowadays, there are all these questions that we have about our sexuality and our sexual preferences that, on top of just sex, there's a lot of questions that we have that we're asking the internet. So to have some kind of group of people.
Community.
Right.
Yeah.
That really are educated in this field.
Are they?
Well, that's the question.
That's the thing, yeah. But I checked it out, obviously, and then I went on Pornhub to see, like, I did. I'm not gonna, I mean, if I was just in the mood to see different things. So, yeah, but you're laughing like, I watch porn. I do watch porn.
So do I.
Anyway, so, I thought, like you said, I think it's a good place for people to be. It's a community-based site that you can share without judgment.
Yeah.
And I'm all for that. The only thing that I'm a little bit weary about is, like, you know, what if someone gets a hold of the login information that's a little too young and gets on there? But that's the case with anything else. You know what I mean? That's always something that I'm always weary about. But anything as far as like sexuality is concerned is always going to be someone that shouldn't be looking at it because they're too young looking at it. So it's the thread is there.
I do hear that. That's really hard having, I mean, a site that is pornographic but is not a porn site. So where's the line realistically on saying who can go here and blah? And that's why the login, you know, 18 and up, stuff like that.
I think that more so the danger for me is unrealistic sexual behavior and people going there expectations. People going there, you know, and like thinking that this is, I should expect this kinkiness from everyone I date.
No.
But that's not what's out there.
No.
So you start looking at all this BDSM stuff, all of these things, and then you go on a date and that's what you want, and it's gonna scare a lot of people.
Right.
So there's a community all over the world out there that is into certain kinds of kinky fetishes, things that may be a bit abnormal. But to have an area, no matter what, you're gonna have trolls, but to have an area where the community is almost more honest and more open and expecting of you. My best friend, who's a sex therapist, who will have to get on the show one day, she's on there, and it was so interesting hearing like people sending each other their STD reports, you know, emailing those back and forth, how common and open it becomes. So yes, maybe it is not as normal right now, but to be able to make a conversation about STDs and herpes and pregnancy and polyamory comfortable for people who feel that way, I love that.
I think that's the thing I got the most is that sense of community. And going a little bit back to what you said, I don't have a problem with that behavior being normalized. Like, you know, the whole sexual deviant behavior that people think is outside the norm, because people are into what they're into, you know. Again, my whole thing is as long as it doesn't involve children, I'm cool. But if you want to go get it in with a tree, if you want to go do other things, but I'm saying like that behavior, I don't think it should be discriminated against in a sense. You know what I mean?
Not discriminated at all, and that's not what I meant to say.
Right.
It's just what I'm getting at is that when you present something like that in such an okay way, and you know this is what it is, you are going to try and find that in the real world, and you're not going to find it.
It's not-
So what
well,
you're going to
it's gonna be
return
hard.
to,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And what you're going to return to is going to be that screen.
Right.
Right.
That
But if
screen
more-
is going to give you more
Yes,
relationship
yes.
than this kind of
Person.
relationship.
Right, right, right.
That is where the danger
Yeah, but-
is for
yeah,
me.
But you
That's
gotta
what I was
find them.
talking
That's why the
about.
chat rooms are there.
Yeah.
Use it safely.
Yep.
But it's out there, y'all.
It's out there.
there.
It's okay. You're not crazy. You're not weird. It's all good.